3 video editors. One costs $720 per year and is used on Hollywood films. One costs $70 per year, markets itself with AI features that mostly don't work, and has 300 million users across its product line. And one was acquired 3 times, is now owned by Coral, crashes every hour, and costs between $60 and $130 for software that DaVinci Resolve gives away for free. Adobe Premiere Pro, Cyberlink PowerDirector, Pinnacle Studio. 2 consumer editors fighting for a market that a free professional tool has already won. Sounds like something worth investigating, right? I went through the consumer editor communities, the stability reports, and the pricing structures for all 3. And that's when I started getting suspicious. Let's break it down. Quick context: Premiere Pro is Adobe's professional video editor. Industry standard, subscription only since 2013. PowerDirector was created in 1996 by Cyberlink in Taiwan. Consumer editor, subscription at $70 per year or perpetual ultimate at $100. 300 million Cyberlink users globally across all products. Pinnacle Studio was created in 1996 by Pinnacle Systems. Avid acquired Pinnacle in 2005 for $462 million. Coral acquired the Pinnacle Studio product line from Avid in 2012. Perpetual license from $60 to $130. Windows only. 3 editors. 1 professional standard, 2 consumer alternatives, and a free tool that makes all 3 of them harder to justify. Let's start with Premiere. Premiere is overkill for consumer use. Full stop. If you're editing home videos, YouTube vlogs, social media content, or wedding footage, Premiere's $720 per year. All apps subscription is paying for capabilities you'll never use. Broadcast workflow tools, professional color science, team collaboration features, enterprise-level project management. The learning curve is steeper than consumer alternatives. The interface assumes professional knowledge. The pricing assumes professional revenue. For professionals, Premiere remains the standard. For consumers, it's the expensive option that makes people feel professional without needing to be. Now PowerDirector. PowerDirector is the consumer editor that does everything adequately and nothing exceptionally. The template library is extensive. Drag and drop editing, guided workflows for beginners. Most users can produce a finished video within 30 minutes of opening the application for the first time. That accessibility is genuine. AI features are marketed aggressively. Sky replacement, background removal, object detection. The marketing material shows seamless, impressive results. The reality is less impressive. Sky replacement works on simple compositions and fails on complex scenes. Background removal struggles with hair and fine edges. Object detection is inconsistent. These are features that look good in promotional videos and frustrate in practice. Rendering is genuinely fast. Optimized encoding that exports finished videos faster than Premiere on comparable hardware. For users producing large volumes of content, that speed difference adds up. But PowerDirector has been drifting towards subscription. Originally perpetual focused, Cyberlink now pushes the 365 subscription at $70 per year. The perpetual ultimate at $100 still exists, but receives less promotion. The trajectory is familiar. The Mac version is second class. Fewer features, worse performance. Built as an afterthought to the Windows application. At $70 per year, PowerDirector occupies an uncomfortable position. It's easier than Resolve, but Resolve is free. It's cheaper than Premiere, but it doesn't offer professional capability. The value exists only in the narrow space between users who find Resolve too complex and Premiere too expensive. Now Pinnacle Studio. Pinnacle Studio is what software neglect looks like in slow motion. The product has been passed between 3 owners. Pinnacle Systems built it. Avid bought it in 2005 for $462 million. Coral acquired it from Avid in 2012. Each transition reduced the development resources dedicated to the product. Under Coral, Pinnacle Studio is a legacy cache extraction operation. Development pace is glacial. Pinnacle Studio 26 to 27 brought minimal changes. Bug reports persist for years without fixes. The community has largely migrated to other tools. Crashes are the defining user experience. Reports of hourly crashes are common. Project files corrupt without warning. Autosave is the only thing standing between users and lost work. On the same hardware, Resolve runs for hours without incident. The interface looks like 2010-era software, not retro in a charming way. Dated in a way that communicates abandonment. Version upgrades require full repurchase. Users who bought Pinnacle Studio Ultimate at $130 are asked to pay another $130 when the next version arrives. That's not an upgrade path, that's buying the software again. Windows only, no Mac support, no Linux. In an era when Resolve runs on everything and Premiere covers Windows and Mac, Pinnacle's platform limitation is another restriction without justification. To its credit, Pinnacle Studio still offers features unusual at its price point. Multicam editing with 6 camera angles, motion tracking, color grading tools. These are capabilities typically found in professional software, included at consumer prices. But features don't compensate for instability. A tool that crashes hourly with professional features is worse than a stable tool with fewer features. Reliability isn't a bonus, it's a requirement. And the fundamental question persists across this entire comparison. DaVinci Resolve is free, professional grade, stable, cross-platform, actively developed. Every feature Pinnacle offers, Resolve matches or exceeds, at zero cost. Lovely. Right, so here's where I land. Premiere Pro is for professional editors, $720 per year for the industry standard. If your career requires it, the cost is justified. For consumer use, it's overkill. PowerDirector is for beginners who want the easiest possible editing experience and find Resolve intimidating. At $70 per year or $100 perpetual, it's a reasonable entry point if simplicity matters more than capability. The AI features are marketing noise. The real value is accessibility. Pinnacle Studio is the tool I cannot recommend to new buyers. Coral has abandoned meaningful development. Crashes are constant, the interface is dated, version upgrades cost as much as buying the software new. Every feature Pinnacle offers exists in Resolve for free, with better stability and active development. If you already own Pinnacle and it works for your projects, there's no urgency to switch. But if you're choosing today, spend $0 on Resolve instead of $60 to $130 on software that crashes hourly and won't improve. Every choice is a trade-off. At least now you know what you're trading.